So this is Rajesh Kumar talking about the topics of public administration. Today, in series of analysis regarding the value addition section for public administration mains, we have started with discussion of previous year UPSC public administration questions and how it could be better improved in terms of writing. So the question is there that principles of analysis and principles of action were not differentiated by Taylor's scientific management. So the word is there, principles of analysis, right? And another word is principles of action. So in Taylor's scientific management theory, where is principles of analysis and principles of action should be differentiated, and how and why it could be said as Taylor has not emphasized about the principles of action, right? So in nutshell, you will see what is the principles of analysis in Taylor's scientific management theory, and what are the principles of action in Taylor's scientific management theory, right? So since you know that scientific management is also termed as to find out one best way of doing anything, right? As you see, these are the things could be revealed under the principles of scientific management. So what Taylor did here in terms of principles of analysis, that he first of all find out the best way of doing anything. Then he also find out that, say, uh, right person should be employed to the right job, like that. And he also identify in the organization that what would be the best way to do anything in terms of motion study, and time was also getting studied while completion of the work is being done by an individual, that what the appropriate time is required to complete the work and what the basic way of completing that work. If more time is taken by the individual, more, what you say, uh, see, cumbersome process is there, it should be cut short, and see appropriate way of doing or performing the function was identified in scientific management. Then fatigue condition was also identified as some kind of uh, obstacle in terms of if some kind of mindset is there not to complete the work in time. These mindsets should be removed. That was the basic theme of scientific management in terms of, what you say, principles of analysis. Again, I am saying principles of analysis is quite different from principles of action. What in terms of action Taylor did? Taylor has identified that there should be some kind of, what you say, to complete the action, there should be mental revolution. There should be mental revolution. Then functional foremanship should be there. Mental revolution means to say there should be some kind of change in mindset of workers and management as well. They should be working for maximum output. Since in maximum output, if organization is getting maximum output, then the basic difference between worker and management would get resolved, and they will be working for the betterment of the organization itself. And then functional foremanship is telling about there should be separation between policy making and execution. If policy making and execution would get separated, or see some kind of a special type of supervisor would be there to supervise in terms of policy making to the subordinates, and some other set of supervisor would be there who would be controlling the execution part of the purpose of the organization, then uh, supervision would get better, and organization would become more efficient and economic. That was the purpose. But the things what was lacking, why it could be taken as principles of action was not defined in particular by the Taylor, since Taylor has mixed the analysis and action part of the organization in the term that he has not separated, as the modern organization is separating all principles of analysis and action. In case of Taylor's basic principles of scientific management, such kind of tools was not there to be present, as if there is some kind of conflict arise between worker and management, then what would be the better way. He was saying as mental revolution, but even mental revolution is not successful, then what to do. And then the way of resolving like that, some kind of social and psychological perceptions of the individual what was not taken into consideration, although some kind of behavioral aspects are also there in scientific management. Still the exact principles of action was not present in scientific management of Taylor. This is all about this question.